Good morning, everyone. My name is William Close, and thought we'd start the morning off with a little the beautiful sounds of the earth harp. Hope you enjoy. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Can we turn this up a little bit? Good morning, everyone. Those are some of the sounds of this instrument. This is called the earth harp, and it's an instrument that I invented in late 1999. It gets its title because the first time it was set up, I mounted a series of chambers to one side of a valley and ran strings 1,000 feet across to the other side. Actually turned that valley into a giant harp, the world's first earth harp. The way it's played is with gloves with violin rosin on them. And when you run your hands along the strings, it produces a compression wave. It's very similar to running your finger around the edge of a glass. Same principle. Some fun science involved. Scott, can we get this turned up a little bit? Just a little bit. I always want to turn it up, you know. Anyway, what's happening there is there's this nice mesh of sort of science exploration and art and music in a lot of the work that I do. The earth harp is exploring a unique type of vibration. It's called a compression wave. As I mentioned, it's like running your finger on the edge of a wine glass. A similar image would be if you had a giant slinky and you were to pull that slinky back and then compress it and pull it back again, you'd see all the little pieces hit each other and send a wave through the slinky itself. It's very similar in the strings. You're actually sending a wave through the material of the music. The material of the strings. I think this is about to feed back. We're still working on some of the audio. There we go. There we go. Okay. So anyway, it's really fun to be here today in the GES booth because I really believe that there's an interesting combination between science and art and the fusion of science and art and the science and the art of engagement as well. And that really is at the basis of what GES is exploring right now. And it's exciting stuff. In my work, there's a lot of this sort of exploration of, well, how can I make a certain sound, or how can I create a certain look of an instrument and bring it to life? And then what actually do I need to do to make that happen? You know, what's this sort of the scientific needs, so to speak, the physics behind it, the physics behind the sound. And in a lot of the instruments that I've developed, you know, that's sort of one of the key explorations. Another thing that I love to explore is the idea of space and spatial environments. There's a great quote, Frank Lloyd Wright said it, the architect. He said that architecture is frozen music. And that sort of became a really key quote for me in the exploration of, well, you know, when you're creating these large-scale instruments, you know, what happens if you actually turn the architecture into the instrument, the architecture into the ability to create the music? And so early on I started to string architecture, and that's what's happening here today. The strings of the earth harp are going from the bridge here, traveling up, and attaching into the architecture of the convention center. And so, literally, the architecture is the instrument today. The booth here is basically our bridge, and the strings go up and attach to one of the upper trusses, which is the other bridge on the other side. And then the resonating chamber would technically be the whole convention center. So today you guys are inside an instrument, so to speak. I've invented over 100 unique instruments through the years, and you know, each instrument is a unique challenge and a unique experience. This is one over here. This is one of the drum pads. I've done a lot of percussive pieces, and the earth harp as well. But a lot of times, you know, it's sort of an organic process. I'll start with an image, with an idea, and then I want to bring that image or that idea to life. And so I will, you know, try different techniques, build different things, try different things out, and then figure out how it works. That's one of the keys. A lot of times when you build something or you create something first time around, it doesn't necessarily work. So then you have to sort of take that next step and actually figure out, well, okay, what adaptations do we need to make? What sort of things do I need to do in order to shift this piece of technology or this piece of sculpture, or in my case, these musical instruments, in order to make them work? So one of the keys is never give up right away, as we all know. You gotta, continue on and see what can come out of these creations that everyone makes. So the strings themselves are a type of brass, and it's a spring-tempered saxophones or other brass wind instruments. Brass is a very warm-sounding metal, so it's really fun for people to have that warmth within the music and the warmth within the sound. I'm going to play a little bit more. Jeff's going to join me actually on Drum Cloud and finish it out and give you guys one last piece. All right. you so much. We're going to be doing short little performances throughout the day. If you'd like, you can actually come up and try the Earth Harp as well. Scott's going to have some gloves, and we're going to dial in.